Nestled in northern Europe, Finland is renowned for its saunas, reindeer, and the magical Santa Claus village in Lapland. The country boasts some of the cleanest air on Earth, a world-class education system, and consistently ranks as the happiest nation in the world. But Finland's achievements go beyond its natural beauty and societal accolades. The country has also emerged as a global leader in addressing one of the most pressing social issues: homelessness. While many nations continue to struggle with finding effective solutions, Finland shines as a beacon of hope. Through bold and innovative strategies, this small Nordic nation has proven that homelessness can be tackled and even eradicated through progressive policies and a compassionate approach. Finland is often regarded as a role model in addressing homelessness. Unlike countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom, where homelessness remains a complex and worsening issue, Finland has demonstrated that practical solutions are achievable. The number of homeless people in Finland has steadily decreased for over a decade. As of November 2023, the country recorded 3,429 individuals living alone without permanent housing, including 1,018 classified as chronically homeless. Additionally, 123 families were reported as homeless. These numbers are relatively small when compared to Connecticut in the United States, which has 3,410 homeless individuals, despite being a state with only 3.6 million residents. In the United States, approaches to homelessness often rely on temporary shelters or conditional housing, which frequently fail to provide long-term stability. The United Kingdom faces similar challenges, compounded by the effects of austerity policies, which have further restricted access to housing for vulnerable populations. It is undeniable that homelessness has become a global social issue affecting nearly every corner of the world. Many countries continue to view homelessness as an overwhelmingly complex problem, addressing it only with temporary solutions such as emergency shelters or seasonal assistance. These short-term measures often fail to tackle the root causes, leaving the issue unresolved and perpetuating cycles of instability for those affected. On the other hand, despite having various support programs to address homelessness, some developed countries continue to see rising numbers of people without stable housing. In Europe, the United Kingdom serves as an example where, despite initiatives such as housing subsidies and emergency shelters during winter, homelessness rates are still increasing. The effects of austerity policies and a lack of affordable housing are among the primary causes. Many individuals who do not qualify for housing subsidies find themselves trapped in a cycle of homelessness as rental prices continue to rise while their incomes remain stagnant. In the United States, homelessness is a pressing issue that demands significant attention. Programs like Section 8 housing vouchers, which provide rental subsidies to low-income families, unfortunately, reach only a fraction of those in need. Emergency shelters are often overwhelmed, particularly in major cities such as Los Angeles, which is grappling with soaring housing costs and a worsening drug crisis. In 2023, more than 75,000 people in Los Angeles were living without permanent shelter, a number that continues to rise year after year. While targeted programs like HUD-VASH, which assists homeless veterans, have made a positive impact, they address only a small segment of the population. Broader systemic issues, such as income inequality and the severe lack of affordable housing, remain largely unaddressed. Regrettably, many existing policies are temporary measures that treat the symptoms of homelessness rather than tackling its root causes. As a result, the challenges persist, underscoring the urgent need for sustainable, long-term solutions. In Finland, homelessness has significantly decreased over the past few decades thanks to the housing-first approach. This model treats housing as a fundamental human right, ensuring that individuals are provided with permanent housing as a priority. Once housed, they are offered tailored support services such as healthcare, employment assistance, and rehabilitation programs to address their specific needs. This approach not only provides immediate stability, but also lays the foundation for long-term recovery and social reintegration. The decline in homelessness in Finland, which began in 1987 and continued through 2022, is widely regarded as the result of innovative policies and progressive approaches. A key factor in this success is the implementation of the Housing First model in 2008. This model provides permanent housing to homeless individuals without imposing additional requirements, such as securing employment or undergoing rehabilitation first. By offering a safe and stable place to live, Housing First enables individuals to take the first step toward rebuilding their lives. The government has also invested heavily in affordable social housing, partnering with nonprofit organizations to ensure vulnerable groups have access to secure accommodations. A strong collaboration between national and local governments, the private sector, and non-governmental organizations has created a comprehensive support system encompassing healthcare, employment services, and social integration. Preventive policies have also been instrumental in Finland's success. Counseling services and financial aid are provided to individuals at risk of losing their homes, helping to address potential issues before they escalate. Furthermore, Finland relies on accurate data monitoring to evaluate program effectiveness and adapt policies to meet real-world needs. The results are striking. The number of homeless individuals dropped dramatically from approximately 18,000 in 1987 to fewer than 4,000 in 2022, demonstrating the transformative impact of Finland's approach. How does Finland compare to its peers? Recent research from Shelter reveals a troubling situation in the United Kingdom, where at least 354,000 people, including 161,500 children, spent Christmas without a home. This figure reflects a 14% increase, approximately 44,500 more people in just 1 year. Currently, 1 in every 160 people in the UK is homeless. Additionally, around 3,900 individuals sleep rough on any given night, a 10% increase, while 16,600 people reside in hostels or other temporary accommodations. The primary causes of homelessness in the UK include high rental costs, insufficient housing benefits, increasing evictions, and a shortage of affordable social housing. With a population of approximately 69 million, about 0.51% of the UK population is homeless. In the United States, the situation is similarly concerning. A 2023 report from the U.S. Government Accountability Office estimated that approximately 653,000 individuals were homeless on a single night. With a population of about 346 million, this translates to 0.19% of the population experiencing homelessness. California faces the most severe crisis, with 161,548 people experiencing homelessness, 27.89% of the nation's total homeless population. The main drivers include a lack of affordable housing, strict drug laws, and limited access to essential mental health services. Interestingly, Finlandia adopts a much broader definition of homelessness compared to many other countries. Homelessness in Finland isn't limited to those living on the streets. The term also encompasses individuals staying in emergency shelters, people relying on friends or family for temporary housing, often referred to as hidden homelessness, and those living in transitional facilities, such as rehabilitation homes or detention centers, without a guaranteed place to stay upon discharge. Additionally, individuals residing in substandard housing, such as severely dilapidated buildings or homes lacking basic facilities, are also included in Finland's homelessness statistics. To address the issue of homelessness comprehensively, the Finnish government has implemented several strategic measures aimed at eradicating homelessness from urban areas and beyond. One method previously used in Finland to address homelessness was the staircase approach. In this model, homeless individuals had to go through various stages of social rehabilitation before gaining access to permanent housing. The process began with placing them in emergency shelters, then gradually moving them to temporary or transitional housing with minimal support. Once they met specific conditions, such as demonstrating stability in employment or behavior, they could qualify for permanent housing. However, this model had its drawbacks. Its rigid structure often failed to meet the needs of homeless individuals, particularly those dealing with complex issues such as mental health disorders or addiction. Additionally, each transition from one stage to the next could disrupt the stability they were starting to build, thereby hindering their recovery. This approach also overly emphasized fixing the behavior of homeless individuals as a prerequisite for housing, whereas having stable housing is often a crucial first step in the recovery process. Due to these various shortcomings, Finland replaced the staircase approach with the Housing First model in 2008. Housing First was introduced as a solution to homelessness, offering a more flexible and compassionate alternative. Under this model, homeless individuals are provided with permanent housing immediately, without any prerequisites or obligations to meet conditions such as demonstrating good behavior or employment stability. Once housed, they gain access to social services tailored to their needs, such as mental health support or addiction rehabilitation. This approach has proven to be more effective because it provides the stability necessary for individuals to begin their recovery. The success of Housing First is evident in the reduction of long-term homelessness and a significant decrease in the number of people returning to the streets. Furthermore, the model has been shown to be more cost-efficient as it reduces reliance on emergency services like hospitals and jails, making it both a socially and economically sustainable solution. Although Housing First has proven effective in Finland, its implementation in other countries faces several challenges. One of the primary obstacles is the availability of affordable and adequate housing, particularly in nations with highly competitive property markets. Additionally, social stigma often acts as a barrier, as many people still hold the belief that homeless individuals should earn or meet certain criteria before being granted housing. Funding is another significant issue. While cost-effective in the long term, the initial investment required to provide housing and support services is substantial, especially for countries with limited budgets. Another challenge is the scarcity of social services, as the model relies on cross-agency coordination, which is difficult to achieve in countries with underdeveloped social infrastructure. Moreover, complex land ownership policies and housing regulations frequently slow down implementation. Political resistance can further hinder success, particularly in countries where social housing is not a government priority. These barriers highlight the need for systemic change and a shift in societal attitudes to successfully adopt Housing First on a global scale. In conclusion, addressing complex social issues such as homelessness requires innovative approaches that not only meet immediate needs, but also provide long-term solutions focused on the dignity and well-being of individuals. Finland has demonstrated that a humane and recovery-oriented strategy like Housing First can effectively tackle homelessness, offering a powerful example of how empathy-driven policies and social support can transform lives and deliver sustainable results.